spending time outside of your head. Why is this so important? Because if you spend time inside of your head, you're refeeding the algorithm, you're burning yourself out, you're building so much resistance, and you're not connected to the present moment, to reality. Like Eckhart Tolle says, everything is happening in the present moment. And there's such a thing as a connection to the present moment, as a connection to the universe, and that can only happen in the present moment. But if you shield yourself from the present moment by spending time inside of your head, you build resistance and you're not connected to the present moment. That's why you want to practice from the beginning of the day to spend time outside of your head. Outside of your head is so fucking important. You don't understand how your brain will change if you just do this practice from the beginning of the day as much as you can, not talking back to your brain. In my book, there's the no brain method. No brain, we're walking right now. No brain, we're looking at the tree right now. No brain, we're doing this stream right now. No brain, we listen to this person right now. No brain, we're doing chest press right now. No brain, we listen to music right now. No brain, we're making this podcast right now. Why is the no brain method so brilliant? The no brain method is so brilliant because when you say no brain, the first two words, no brain, you actually showing yourself that whatever just came into your head or whatever wants to have your attention or whatever wants to suck you in is not you. You're differentiating yourself from the pattern in that moment instead of being identified and being a slave to that pattern. Do you understand? Number two, no brain. We're doing chest press right now. Why is it so brilliant as well? Why is it so deep? I'm analyzing this for you right now. It's so deep because by saying that, you're shifting your focus from the pole of the brain pattern to the present moment, which you're doing, the chest press. In that moment, you're teaching your brain for a second that you don't care about that old pattern anymore, but you care about doing this chest press outside of your head. In that second, you taught your brain that you care about something else than the trauma, something else than a toxic pattern. If you add those second after second after second after second after second after second, you change your brain. Because you show your brain that you care about a new algorithm. Now, the important part here is you cannot have the intention to get rid of the thoughts with this technique. If your intention is to get rid of thoughts, you're still hating on thoughts and you're engaging with thoughts. Same when I talk about the TikTok algorithm. If you watch a penguin video and you're like, no, the penguins again. Oh my God, what are they doing? Why are they here? While all the while the video is playing and the TikTok algorithm is like, man, he loves penguin videos. He keeps watching it. And you're like, no, why is it there? Why is it still there? It should be gone. Is it gone? Oh, I'm doing this technique now to make you gone. You will be gone, penguin. I know you will be gone. Why are you still on my screen? I cannot believe you're on my screen. This technique doesn't work. What is going on? I'm freaking out. This is not okay. Why is this happening? I don't want this to happen anymore. Why are these penguins on my screen? TikTok algorithm's like, damn, he loves penguins. Let's bring in pink penguins, green penguins. Let's bring in penguins dancing. Let's bring in penguins who are mating. Let's bring in penguins who have romantic dates, who have e-dates. Let's bring in penguins who learn about cognitive diffusion. Let's bring in penguins who dance. The brain's just gonna give you penguins all the time. That's why you need to have a different intention. Your intention has to be to live your life, to spend your time outside of your head on what you want to spend your time on, to shift your focus on living your life, not to get rid of this, to go in a direction. That's how you reshape your brain. Look at this triceps. Does that make sense, guys? It's so important. You don't understand how spending time outside of your head is important. And I could make a fucking 10-hour set. No. With this, I could make a 3 to a week seminar, just bringing like mindfulness practices in there, meditation practices, having a whole freaking retreat about this entire theme. And you just start spending, this is really important what I'm about to say, okay? This is so fucking important, you don't understand. Let me stretch for this. Let me stretch for this. You have to understand this, okay? You have to understand how important this is, what I'm about to say. I don't think you're ready for this. I'm serious. I don't think you're ready for this. Because when I say things, some people are like, oh, okay. And they watch my videos and they're like, oh, okay, I think I get it. I think I get it. No, you don't get it. You don't get how important it is, what I'm about to say. Life is about momentum. Life is about momentum. Okay? The momentum in what direction you go. Think about it like this. Abraham Hicks give this story. You know San Francisco, with the hills go up and down? You ever saw the movie The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage, where they went through San Francisco and there was like the train and the big hills up and down? Imagine you have a car on top, on a hill in San Francisco, your car. And for some crazy reason, you like, it's like on the hill right this, like with its back like leaning down on the hill. And you're like, let's let go of the brake, right, for a second. Now, if you let go of the brake, it starts rolling slowly, right? The momentum is going slowly. In that moment, you can still be like, come to your senses and go like behind the car, okay, stop. And you can hold the car because it just rolled a bit. Okay, it's not rolling anymore. But if you let the momentum go, if you let it go, and it goes down the hill, it's gonna crash in all kinds of sharks in the ocean of San Francisco. Okay? And the fish are gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? So, momentum in life is so important. If you wake up and you spend time inside of your head, if you wake up and the brain says, what's your ex doing? Oh, what about these worries? What about this guilt? What about this anger? What about this situation? And you talk back, the brain's like, oh, we love to do this. We love to do this. We love to do this all day. And then it becomes this snowball effect that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it's harder to go in a different direction because you already built that momentum. That's why you need to start in the beginning of the day to bring your focus outside of your head proactively on the valued actions. If you not proactively do the valued actions, you ever heard the saying, if you don't set intentions, other people will set intentions for you? Guess what? If you don't set intentions, your brain will set them for you with the old trauma patterns. Don't even play with me. Don't even play with me. Like, you just hurt me. You just hurt me. You just heard what I said. You just heard what I said. That's why it's so important to set things proactively. That's why it's so important, because if not, you're going to be reactively reacting to the old trauma patterns. That's why you want to know at least the night before what you're going to do first thing in the day. Because if not, guess what? Your brain's like, hey, but what about this? And you're like, oh yeah, that's right, and that's right. And you get off your path, you're not being productive, and you train yourself to be a slave to their patterns instead of living your life based on your choices. Don't play with me. It's so important. It's so important. Momentum. Momentum is so important in anything. What kind of momentum do you create? And sometimes you need to slow down the momentum because there's a toxic momentum. And sometimes you can speed up the momentum because it's already good momentum. But we're playing with momentums here. We're playing with momentum. We're playing with forces. And this is what I teach in my group coaching, one-on-one coaching. And your brain will suck you in if you don't set reminders. Because your brain just keeps you in the picture of emotions and thoughts. And it will suck you into stories. And it knows exactly the algorithm that you react to. So it'll give you the thoughts, and if you identify with those thoughts and emotions, you just live your life based on those thoughts and emotions. So that's why one of my big jobs as a coach when I meet weekly my clients is the reminders, and then them practicing, and then the reminders and practicing, etc. And of course, figuring out, navigating through their compulsions, making them aware what compulsions they have, and to not do them anymore and give them more awareness. Because a lot of times, even on coaching calls, I have to teach them how to not speak from their patterns.